Hi guys.
Every day like day, I just say everything I do, we just benefit. I just want to say, see, I'm living like I get a blessing for my ghetto. Never forget where I come from, not from ghetto. Oh, no, 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 no. I just want to say, thank you. You want to go, Father, Father,
If you're live, can you say hello so I can hear? I can know you're here because I can't see you. If you're live, can you just say hello? I'm playing music from my phone. This is, I don't know, I'm loving the jam of this song recently. It's been like playing in my hair, you know, that kind of thing.
Everything I do, we just live in I just want to say, never forget where I come from. No, 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 no. I just want to say, I just want to do
You don't even know what the song means.
Every day like day, I just say everything I do, we just penetrate. I just want to say, see, I'm living like I get a blessing for my ghetto. Never forget where I come from, not from ghetto. No. I just want to say, just say everything I do, we just take electric. I just want to say,
if you're live, can you let me know you're live? Can you say hello in the comment box? I can't see you. I can see the chat though, so I do not know. Can you tell me hello? Well, let's say something so I know you can see me. I'm jamming this song. Okay, the webinar is about to start. I'm going to stop my music. Okay, some people say they can't see me. I want to know if you can see me. Oh, hi, Bookworm Cafe. That's Farida, I think. Oh, hi, Farida. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm just going to go right in to my... Okay, I'm going to just share my screen right now to be sure. If you can see my screen, kindly let me know when you can't see my screen. Yeah, let me know when you can see my screen, please. Okay, so I just shared my screen. You're supposed to say, welcome to Business Made Easy Workshop. I'll have to keep checking my chat box for heads up from you guys, because literally I can't see what's going on back end. So if you can see me, let me know, please. And if you can't see me, can you please refresh? Let me know if you can. Even if you can't see me, you can hear me. Please let me know. Because of course I'm not going to do this if you can't see or hear me. I'm not some form of Mongo Park. Even though some days I wish I were. Bimbo, can you see me now? Okay, so if I just need just one heads up. Okay, yes, I can see you, and then I'll be good. I'll be very, very good. Okay, awesome. So someone says they can see and hear me. Okay, so I'm just going to proceed. I'm just going to proceed to share my side. So welcome to the Business Made Easy workshop. Now, this workshop is, I hope it stays for about 30 minutes because I really don't want it to be too long. I want it to be as short as possible, filled with nudges that you can take and make actionable steps with. And at the end of the workshop, I will be talking about the program I'm launching today. And for those of you that are live, they're going to be getting some huge discounts. For those of you that also did the, for those of you that did the visibility challenge, and those of you in my group, I'm giving you guys VIP access to this program because I'm taking just 20 people. So, and that's just about it. So at the end of this workshop, you will learn the exact system for getting more clients, easy to practice lead generation tactics, the best way to convert prospects into paying clients, and an awesome opportunity for you to be a client generating magnet. Now, The truth about it is that client attraction strategies are really huge. It's like a 4 year course. So there's absolutely no way I can exhaust this topic on this webinar alone. But I'll go as deep as I can, but I definitely cannot cover everything. As in as I wish I can. But one thing I can guarantee you is that if you take the tips you learned today and put into practice today or tomorrow, you will be generating clients ASAP. However, before we proceed, I must warn you, of course, we all love social media and we all have Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and everything, and they could be really distracting. So to benefit maximally from this webinar, I would advise for you to turn off your social media, close all your extra tabs open on your PC, less distraction, focus, because this is one webinar you don't want to miss. So let me tell you a bit about myself. Who am I and why should you care about me? I mean, why are you here? Why are you bothering yourself about me? My name is Padebi Ojomo. For those of you that haven't met me before, even though I kind of have a feeling that most of you have met me before, I'm a wife and a mother. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a sales and marketing coach, and 100% troublemaker. Like, I love making trouble. It's so exciting. I just like, in a good way, though, not the kind of trouble that put people in trouble. No, I just like radical stuff, radical thinking. I'm a bit extremist when it comes to troublemaking, but in a very, very good way. Take that from me. Now, if you stay till the end, I have a little something to give those of you that are staying to the end of the webinar. But I'll keep checking into the chat box to see if all is well and to see if everybody can see me. Hi, Bimbo. Hi, Farida. Hi, Fumi. Hi, Saminu. Yes, Saminu, I'm doing very well. Thanks so much. I'm doing very well. And how are you? I hope you two are fine. And how is your business? You've been off the radar for a while. So I don't know what's up with you. Are you getting married anytime soon? Okay, that's a joke. You're too young to get married. I'm just teasing you. So before we proceed in earnest, I would like to find out from you guys, where are you listening in from? I'm in Lekki Ajah. Are you in I know some people are in Abuja, some people are on the mainland, some people are on the island. Could you let us know where exactly you're tuning in from or you're listening in from? So maybe we can actually connect to see if you are my neighbor or something. Some people are saying they can't see, they can't hear, they can't access. That's strange. If you can't hear, you can't see me, you can try refreshing your PC, please. Kindly try refreshing your PC so that you will be able to see me. If you can't see or hear me, I think it's probably just maybe some technological wahala or something. And most people are saying they can't see. Oh, that's great. Okay, if you can't see, can you just keep refreshing? Refresh. If you can't see, please refresh. If you can refresh consistently, you should be able to see me. I hope you can see me. Okay, so I don't know. I said, where are you guys tuning in from? I'm in Lekki Ajah. I don't know where you are. I know Ezinne is in Abuja. It's Ezinne live. Okay, so if you can't see and hear, somebody does give us a very fantastic idea. He said, if you can't see and hear on the website, go to YouTube. So if you can't see and hear on the website, please go to YouTube. I don't know why the website is not acting up, but you could go to YouTube and you'll be just fine. So click on the link and it takes you to YouTube, and then you can actually view on YouTube. I'm going to chill for a bit to make sure you can actually see and hear me before I actually proceed. Because I'm actually, okay, so yeah, you need to click the YouTube link. Awesome. Okay, so Bimbo, can you please have me put that on the group and tell them that if they cannot hear or see me, they should please go to YouTube so that we get as much people as possible on the webinar. On the group and tell them that. Thank you very much, Bimbo. You are awesome. Okay, so I was saying, where you guys listening from? I can see about how many of you are live now. Let's see. I think Google will give me the figure. About 10 people are live. Awesome. So I need to know where you are tuning from. There's actually, I think there's something I'm not doing right. I'm not a tech savvy person. I'm just really messed up with tech. So it happens, and it's okay to not be good at everything. I mean, you can't be good at everything, right? So it's actually very, very okay to do that. So, but I'm trying to see, I'm definitely see how I'm going to work, make sure this will actually work for people. Okay, so I'm just going to proceed. So now the major things you need to do to actually get more clients is, first of all, you need to understand who your ideal client is. That's like the first step. Understand who your ideal client is. Then generating quality leads. You need to learn how to generate quality leads. That's the second step. And then thirdly, you need to build a strong KLT factor. And then learn to convert your prospects to your ideal clients. Now, the starting point is understanding. That actually is the starting point. Understanding your ideal client. Because if you do not understand your ideal clients, there is pretty much no way. There's no way forward. Okay. Samina said this is from Ikeja. Farida is for VI Lagos. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the heads up. So I was saying the most important thing is understanding your ideal client. Now the reason is, if you do not understand your ideal clients, in fact, there's no point in you doing business. And that's why majority of people, they are stuck today in their businesses, because they do not even know who their ideal clients is. Now, so we are going to actually start from there. And all the courses I do with people, the first place we always start from is knowing who your ideal client is, because in sales and marketing, you need to understand that it's your ideal client's problem you use to sell to them or to pitch to them. Now, if you do not understand who your ideal client is, then what exactly you'll be talking about? So we are going to break down your ideal clients, who they are, what they are, and how exactly you should be selling to them. That is the singular most important thing to starting points when dealing with anything sales, marketing, or client attraction. And I'm going to be giving you one major tip that can actually help you change 7 new clients by next week. Now let's proceed. Like I said, 75% why you are selling or not selling. 75% of the reason why you're selling or not selling is because it's due to lack of clarity. Now, but when I say lack of clarity, what do I mean? Because sometimes I think the word clarity is kind of abused. Clarity in what? Because they're saying that clarity is power, clarity is influence, and clarity attracts clients. So clarity is what? No, quick question. Is your screen blurry, or can you see me properly? Can you see me properly, or your screen, is it blurry? I'd like to know. If your screen is blurry, you can easily refresh. Once you refresh, you're good. Now I want to create a scenario. I want to create a scenario for you. I want to take you on a trip. I want you to imagine that, I don't know, for those of you that do not live in Lagos, this may actually be a bit difficult for you if you can't. So imagine this, but I'm going to use some practical example of roads that are in Lagos. Now, if your screen is blurry, you can switch to HD. There's a button on the screen that says HD, which is high definition, that will actually make your viewing a lot better. So now I want you to imagine for a while that maybe you live in Surulere, right? And your office is in Victoria Island. And every day you take a drive to work, and then you drive through Surulere, hitting what's not that road now? That Stadium Road. I don't know. I think Funshaw Williams Avenue, and then you are driving straight to Victoria Island. And all you just do is drive straight down through Marina, straight down through Ahmadu Bello, and then you hit Babbage Eco Hotel, and then maybe your office is actually around the Eco Hotel, right? Now I want you to imagine if one day you were coming to work, and then you were maybe around, you just approached, you're approaching, say, Marina, you're approaching CMS, and then I pick up my phone and I call you, and then I say, I'm just going to use Farida as an example. Hi, Farida. What's up? Where are you? Oh, I'm on my way to work. I say, Farida, I want you to not go through your normal routes today. I want you to go back, make a turn, go and pass through Yaba and follow Onyibo, follow Third Mainland, and then come to VI. Do not go through your normal routes, which is through Marina and Eco Hotel and Ahmadu Bello to VI. And it's a bit, your journey normally is about 20 at most with traffic, let's say 30 minutes every day. But I literally told you, and you're almost there, you're like 10, 15 minutes away from work pretty much. And I tell you, Farida, no, I want you to stop the car right now, make a U-turn, and then go back to Yaba and then face Third Mainland. What would you say? You say, excuse me, why? Like, seriously, why on earth should I want to literally do that kind of, I think they call it Israelite journey, right? That's going to add another 30 minutes or 1 hour to my journey. And pretty much, Third Mainland is always full with traffic. So what the heck? Why? But now, what if I tell you, and I'll say, you know what? There's an accident on Ahmadu Bello, and the accident has stretched all the way into, let's see now, what landmark do I use? Into Akpogbon, and is approaching Costain. Right, I tell you that. Now, all of a sudden, this will change your thinking. All you say is, oh my God, thank you very much. Because the truth is, if you are stuck in that traffic, you probably will be in that traffic for nothing less than 3 to 4 hours. I mean, those of you that have been, if you know that route I just spoke about, if there's traffic in that road, maybe there's a vehicle that broke down, you are in hot soup. You're not moving anywhere. Now, I want you to just think about it for a second. Now, all of a sudden, this person, like, you're like, excuse me, why are you telling me to turn my car and take a longer route? This person is not like a helper. You're loving the person, literally kissing the person back. Thank you very much. And then you just gingerly take your car, make a turn, and then go and pass your Israelite journey and get to work an hour later than you will have. Now, think about it for a second. If, for example, I want you to put yourself as the person teaching, rather, I want you to use yourself in my shoes and then put Farida in the shoes of your customers. That is pretty much what you should be doing to your customers. You should be able to educate them enough to actually direct them to what to do, how to do it, and where to go. Now, this is the reason why. Majority of some customers do not even know they have a problem. There are two types of customers. There's some that know they have a problem, and there are some that they are clueless. They do not know they have a problem. Just like somebody that's just driving leisurely to work every day, and if you, oh, I'm just going to enter my car and just blow 15 minutes, I'm where I'm going. They don't even know that there's a vehicle on the road. So you, as a professional, need to be able to educate them that this is where you stand, these are the advantages, these are the disadvantages, and this is what to do to change it. And I said, this is for people that don't already have an idea. That's what some customers that he that knows not and knows not that I knows not. I know not. I need help. Those ones are in a separate pedestal, and there are not many of them. There are about 3% of them. So these tactics work for people that do not even know they have this problem. Now, how would Farida have known ever that there was a block on the road if you had not called her? There's no way she will have known, right? Absolutely not. So also, these your customers. How will they know they have these problems if you don't tell them, if you don't position yourself or your product as an authority, or you are not constantly in their faces? There is absolutely no way they can know if you do not tell them. And that is where clarity comes in. Because first of all, you need to first of all know, oh, I know this person, I know what route she takes every morning. If I don't know Farida lives in Surulere and drives through that route every day to Victoria Island, there's absolutely no way I can know where she will be at that particular point in her journey. Now, so you need to understand your ideal clients to the later, where they live, how they drive to work, what route they pass. You need to know them that much, because it is only if you know them that much that you can recommend solutions, or you can actually recommend your products to them. My baby is about to come and invade my space, and she's going to scream very, very soon. Now, let's proceed. Now, what does your ideal client really want? I want you to think about a second and put it in the chat box. I mean, you all have businesses, you all have this thing yourself. I want you to tell me, what does your ideal clients, what do they really want? Can you, if I say, maybe say it in one sentence or in one word, what exactly do they want? I want you to tell me in the chat box. What does your ideal client really want? Can you tell, can you guess, or are you sure, absolutely sure of what your ideal client wants? Do they want more time? Do they want more freedom? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to have more loving relationship with their spouses? Do they want more money? I know my ideal client wants more clients, more cash, and more clarity. I'm sure of that. So what does your ideal client, what do they really, really want? I want you to put that in the chat box. Oh, if it's blurry, can you use the HD button? Yeah, good. Thanks for me for saying that. Yeah, if it's blurry, just go to the setting and click on HD, please. So what does your ideal client really want? Are you sure? Okay, Samina says his ideal client wants a beautiful and fast website. Awesome. That's good. That's really, really good. I like the fact that you actually know what your ideal client wants. Your ideal client wants a beautiful and fast website. I'm trying to hang in to see if, okay, isn't it said her ideal client wants a flat tummy shikena? My chair, I don't know what chair, I don't know. Ah! Oh, my seat. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, so Bimbo says her ideal client wants to be a better mother with reassurance that she's doing her parenting right. Awesome. Now, what does your ideal client, does she know, he or she knows he needs these things? Because pretty much sometimes you know, okay, there's a need for it. You can see people actually, for example, you Bimbo, you see people make, I think I used your parenting coach as a case study in this particular for my slides. I made reference to parenting code because I feel it's something that a lot of people think they take for granted that they do not need, but there's a huge need in the industry. I mean, there's a huge need. There's a huge gap, parenting gap that you can actually feel. But most people do not actually realize that there's this problem, right? So now the thing is, if you do not understand that, okay, I have an ideal client and she has this problem, but she doesn't even realize she has this problem, right? So you now need to position yourself as an authority to solve her problem. Okay, so Farida says, how do you client wants his or her kids to read more instead of spending all day watching TV, playing game, and being unproductive. Awesome sauce. Awesome, Farida. So you see, attract your ideal clients is simple. It's about just showing your ideal clients how your product or service can give them what they already want. So pretty much like that day that Farida was joining to VI, jejely on her way to work, and then I literally had to call her to stop her in her tracks and make her turn. That is what you need to be able to do to your ideal clients. You need to give them a paradigm shift. You need to make them understand that, look, even though you do not know you want this thing, you actually do need it. Now, how do you go about doing that? Because that is actually where this conversation is actually getting to. There's something called ideal client mapping, right? I'm not going to speak so much about ideal client mapping in this particular training because it's actually really, really deep. It's like a full day. It's a full day's work because it's a lot of work. You need to put your hand, literally do lots and lots of work to actually understand what an ideal client mapping is. But I want to make you understand is that in sales, there's something called processing. Now, when I mean processing, there's a process for buying and there's a process for not buying. Now, the truth is that before you even show up and and say you want to pitch a sale to your ideal clients, your client's already making up his mind whether he's going to buy or whether he's not going to buy. Now, but before the customer buys from you, she needs to clearly see that your product or service is what he or she needs. Now, there are steps to follow to do this, and we're going to dive in a bit on how to actually go about making your ideal clients understand that they actually need this. Pretty much, how do you get to do that? First, you need to learn what they want. Secondly, you need to show them how your product and service will help them get to what they want or get what they want. And then you also need to systemize your processes so that you can scale up and leverage, because you don't want to keep burning yourself out when doing business. You don't want to keep waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning and walking up until 9 p.m. in the evening and doing this again and again, burning yourself out while satisfying your ideal clients. And that is why the scalability of your business is very, very important. Now, I want to also ask a question. How many of you realize, how many of you actually have products and services already that's serving customers right now? Do you already have a ready-made product and service for your customers right now? I think these are my dogs. She's saying, I'm checking for your answers. How many of you actually have products for your customers already right now? Let me go to the chat box and check it out. Okay, I think okay, Farida says she doesn't have a product yet. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to sell whether not you have a product, or isn't it has a product. Awesome, isn't it has a product. Now, when you have a product, when I do not have a product, it's not until you have a product that you can actually sell. Now, when I mean selling, right, I don't necessarily mean exchange of money, because as far as I'm concerned, people buy your personality before they even give you money, right? People fall in love with you before they even say they want to pay you. Like, literally, I'm going to go a bit deeper into this, but majority of the time, people see you, like you, even before they connect with you. Like, I just like this person. Why do they usually do most of that? Because of, okay, Fumi says she has a service that has not yet started serving people. Okay, fine. But I said it is not until you actually start selling, like exchanging money, that you can actually sell yourself, right? That's why you see people like an iPhone, for example. Before the iPhone 7 is coming out, people are already saving money. They're already waiting that the minute this phone is out, the second this phone is out, I'm going to buy it. How did they get about doing that? And that's just the way it is. So we need to position you first as an authority. So even if you do not have products, people are already talking to you, making inquiries, asking about what you have, wanting to work with you. It is totally doable. And the only way you can actually do that is by making sure you literally have the balls of your customers in your hand. How do you get to do that? There's something called education-based marketing. I'm not going to dive. I posted about, I've done a series on education-based marketing before, how people have made their purchasing decision based on health, based on information, based on a whole lot of other factors, but I'm not going to dive that in today. But if you can learn educational-based marketing, you can actually Google it. You will be able to sell more to your customers without selling yourself and without burning yourself out. But most importantly, you will also learn to build a step-by-step marketing and selling system, because this is the only way you can actually get to make serious money and build an endless source of clients waiting to work with you. Now, we've talked a lot about clarity. You need to be sure who your ideal client is. You need to be sure where they are going. You need to be sure where they are living. You need to be sure literally everything about your ideal clients, pretty much everything. If possible, the name of their husband, the name of their children. You need to be sure about all these things so that you'll be able to serve them. Because if you don't understand and put all these things, there is no way you can sell to them. Farida, for example, she knows her ideal client has the person must have children. That's the starting point. So if somebody is talking to you and the person is maybe a bachelor, you have to have absolutely no business marketing to a bachelor. You have absolutely no business marketing to a spinster, because the person cannot understand, even if the person has younger ones living with him, he cannot understand that tenacious desire of a child that loves reading. He cannot understand the pain point of saying, would you imagine if your child comes maybe 5th or 6th or 10th in class, because he doesn't have a child. So clarity is not most important. As I said, it's 75% most important ingredients in creating a client attraction strategy that converts. Now, the next step, or the next thing you need to be doing, is generate quality leads. Generate quality leads. Now, lead generation is not something that is new. It's not something that is new ever. I mean, a lot of people have spoken about it again and again and again. And the truth is that there are many ways you can generate leads. You can use Facebook ads. You can do webinars like this. You can post in Facebook groups. There are many ways. You can run Google ads. There are many ways you can generate leads. But for the sake of this webinar, I'll be talking more about Facebook. Reason why majority of you connected with me from Facebook, and Facebook is like the mother of everything lead generation. Like it's a robust system that works. It is a robust system that has pretty much everything you need to actually start, grow, and scale your business. So we'll be focusing on Facebook for the sake of this particular training. How do you generate quality leads on Facebook? First of all, you need to be visual. You need to be very visual. I've seen people make long posts that are very long, as long as from here to Jerusalem, and just be long, and then they're no pictures. Yeah, and they're saying that pictures are worth 1,000 words. So the first step you need to understand when posting in Facebook groups is that you need to be visual. You need to post pictures. For example, you need to first of all post a picture of yourself, because people need to be able to connect with you. Now, that does not mean that you have to post a picture of yourself morning, afternoon, and night, 7 days a week, 25 days in a month. No, people will get tired of you and then just block you. You need to be strategic. Everything has its own strategy. You need to be strategic in posting on Facebook. So you need to be visual. You should learn to design images on Canva, or there are phone apps you can use to design very nice images that will be very attractive to your ideal clients, that will appeal to them, that will use exact words that they need to actually get the job done. That's one of the other things I take my clients through, how to actually do research words and the exact feelings that your ideal client has to use to sell to them. Because if you are selling to somebody, say I have a headache, for example, you can't be selling me Buscopan. Buscopan is for stomach pain, or I'm not so sure. I'm not a doctor. I think, isn't it, may want to crucify me for saying that. I think Buscopan is for menstrual pain. I could be wrong, but I usually use when I had menstrual pain when I was younger. So you need to understand that you can't be selling Panadol to somebody that has menstrual pain, or maybe Buscopan to somebody that has eye problem. You need to be strategic in giving your ideal clients what they want, telling them what they want to hear. Even though they don't want to hear it, you need to find subtle ways to do it. And one of the ways you can do that is by using visuals, right? So learn to use visual, eye-catching graphics, bright colors. That if you want to use your brand colors, fine. If you don't want to download pictures from Google and use, it's okay. Use photos, use memes, cartoons, videos, things that get you noticed, things that put you in people's face and make sure they can't get enough of you. Now, being visual will also mean you create graphics that stand out of the crowd and gets you noticed. That's why it's important for you to actually learn to actually do graphics yourself. So it won't be as if you're just downloading and copying and fapping all anybody's picture. No, you can actually create your own visuals and make it look very, very good. Like, you can create your own visual and it's very, very wonderful. So that other people will actually steal your own visuals and use it. And you see people doing that a lot on Instagram. They'll create a picture that is nice, put their brand name or put their logo on it, and for every share that picture has, or for every share, as far as that picture goes, it has their brand name on it. So that is another way to actually generate quality leads, because as long as that picture keeps going from one place to the other, People are seeing your website, they are seeing your brand. But then, as I said, you need to be strategic, and everything has a plan, and everything can be abused. Now, that's it about visuals. Let's go into videos. I want to believe you can see me. If you can see me, can you give me a 1? Can you just give me a number 1 to be sure you can see me and I'm not talking to myself? I keep checking in to make sure, so that I'm sure I'm making sure I'm in pack. The next one we'll be talking about is videos. Now, videos these days are going gangster. Videos are literally, I don't even, they're going viral. The virality of video, it's a game changer now. I mean, if you are not doing videos at this time, you're on long term. Apart from the fact that, I mean, there's Facebook Live, there's Periscope, there's everything. Okay, thanks. You can see me. Thank you very much. Good to know. Data, they're having data wars right now in Nigeria, so data is fairly cheap. Globe, Sweep, I know that their network is not fantastic. I mean, I can't even count how many times I've been able to change. Right now, I just bought a new modem this week, and I think that's what I've been using. I think so far their head is there. I hope they don't change after a short while, which they most likely will. But videos are the next best thing. Videos are the next. So if I ask you, who here has been using video? If you're using video, can you just give me a yes? If you ever use video for your marketing or your social strategy, can you give me a yes, please? I'll appreciate that. Has anybody been using video, Facebook Live, Periscope, webinars? I know somebody like Ezine. Ezine is very gangster with social media optimal. Like she's all encompassing. Like I'm actually taking tutorials from her next week on how to use social media. She's good like that. She's that good. She's so hot. She makes the sun jealous. So you should be using videos to generate leads. Now, especially on Facebook, because Facebook videos can go viral. People can share and share and share. So maybe you do it, even if it's a 1 or 2 minutes video, and then you, at the end of the video, you either put your name and your website, or you put an opt-in. People can opt into that video. You can actually get paid from that video. That's what long and short. You can get paid from that video. Now, even though your aim of shooting the video is not necessarily to get paid. Now, when I mean get paid is this. This is why you say, okay, I want to buy the video and give you money. No, but someone may see that video, want to connect with you, and then pay you. Like, I can't even count how much traction, how much traction I've gotten, how much clients I've signed up just by doing videos alone. And for me, videos is here to stay, because for me, whenever I do a video, I get at least 1 client. When I'm in a video, I'm talking a video maybe in my group or something. I just do a video on Facebook, my Facebook wall, or I do it on some other group. It's like, it's so gangster. I can't even begin to describe how amazing it is, because I always get results whenever I do videos. So, and I'm sure if it works for me, it definitely should also work for you. So video should be one key area in your marketing campaign. And now when I mean videos, let me you should actually just start doing videos and start selling. Sometimes just say things that are fun. Sometimes I do a video of myself in a wedding. I take a picture of myself in a wedding, I post it. I might take a picture of my food. But then you need to understand that you need to have connected with people in the group to a particular level before you can do that. You can't just come into my group, for example, I don't know you from Adam, and then you're not posting a picture of your food. I will delete you and delete the food, literally. So you need to understand that when you go into a group, there are rules. First of all, look at rules of the group. What kind of, what is allowed and what is not. And then based on that, connect with people, and then please use videos. Now, another thing you need to do is to be relatable and be lovable. Being relatable and being lovable is one of those things that will make people buy from you even before you actually give them an invoice or ask them to give you their money. Because people fall in love with your person, they fall in love with your content, they fall in love with your strategies you're sharing even before you ask for a sale. So before you ask them to buy from you, they're already waiting anticipating, this baby is so good. I would like to work with her. I don't know where, I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know I would like to work with her. So once you can actually start, people can actually start saying those kind of things about you, it shows that yes, they actually will pay you. And that's why I always tell my clients that the first thing you need to, most important thing you need to do is actually go to Facebook groups that has your ideal client, so that what you are saying will relate to them. If you're a parenting coach, go to groups that has parenting coach. If you are a Farida, for example, she work with parents that has children, go to group that has parents. Fumi she's more of a training person. Go to groups where you have entrepreneurs that are looking at being trained, or people that are looking at transition from 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship. There are groups for all of these things right there on Facebook. They are also there on LinkedIn. But let's not even presume you're like me and you're not big on LinkedIn. I just created my LinkedIn account like 1 or 2 months ago. I'm not big on LinkedIn. Facebook is very okay for me for now. So if you are in that category, you need to understand that you don't just be in any group. Now, in my opinion, this is not a rule or a law, but I just thought about it and it makes sense. There are 2 types of groups I am in. There are groups I'm in for learning. There are groups I'm in for learning and connecting. And then there are groups I'm in for selling. When I mean selling, not necessarily take buy, no. But I'm in the group to actually post and connect to people so that I can actually move them from that group to buy from me or into my own community. Majority of you that followed me from some other person's group, because I've never really run an advert on Facebook to actually put people on my funnel. No. Most of you followed me from other people's group. You saw me, you like me, I know I'm very lovely, I'm very cute. Thank you very much. You don't have to rub it in, you know. So you need to understand that if I'm not invisible in the group, for example, how will you know me? Think about it. If I wasn't visible, Ezine, Bimbo, Samino, majority of you actually followed me from other people's group. I mean, I literally stole you from other people's group, and that feels awesome. However, it's pretty much the same thing. And why I was able to do that, because you like my content, you like who I was hearing. You said, okay, I like this babe. I can connect with her. She's real. She's original. Her content is good. I like the way she sounds. She talks too fast. You know, there has to be something about you that makes people love you. But one thing you need to know is you need to give a shitload of value. Do not be afraid to give value. Give. Give so much value give the kind of value that you can actually sell. This webinar, for example, I can package it and sell it. I most likely will sell it for like 5K after today. I can actually sell it because it is strategies that work, right? So give so much value that people will be like, wow, if the free stuff is like this, I wonder what the paid stuff will look like. Once people can start saying about you, I saw you really, I thought, awesome. People said I should come and pay her. Okay, don't worry. I'll put send me a proposal on that, and send me a sweet account number. And I'll arrange to pay you. So give some value. Give. Don't be afraid. Don't say okay, because the truth is, as a creative, you can't run out of ideas. You can't. It's just like maybe somebody saying, okay, teach them how to maybe set up a WordPress website, or at least maybe a landing page on their website, and you do now think that, okay, you can. Is it possible for you to actually run out of knowledge or information? It is absolutely not possible. So give, because the truth is that most of the time you are telling people what to do. You are not showing them how to do it. Even if I tell you client attraction strategies from now to tomorrow, knowing it, head knowledge is different from actually doing it, because doing it you will still get stuck and you still need my help. So that's just the way the cookie crumble. So, and then another thing that people do use is ladder posts. Now, you may not have never heard what a ladder post is, but let me explain what it is to you. I usually do not use it. I use it every now once in a while, but not religiously. A ladder post will be something like you go into a group and you say, okay, I've just discovered a new recipe on how to prepare ogbono soup. If you like to learn to prepare this recipe, comment below and I'll send you the message. I'll send you a link to join to download the recipe, or I'll send you the ebook, or I'll send you the recipe. Oh, I saw you from Step School. Awesome. So, and then people go, okay, I want, or say yes, or I'm interested. And then people comment, make a long ladder post, and then you tell them, okay, if you want this particular recipe, click on this link and you'll get it. And then the link can either be a link to join your mailing list or a link to come to your group. I get to do that every now and then. But now it can be abused. But you need to be, as I said, everything still boils down to strategy. Now, this ladder post, usually you use it when you do not have a maybe a Facebook advertising budget. When you say maybe you don't have money to do Facebook ad, or maybe you don't have any serious program that you want to actually pay for, but you just want people to either join your mailing list to engage with them, or you just want them to join your community. So that is one way you can actually use to build KLT, make people love you without you actually even doing anything major. But please note that if you are going to ask people to join a group to give them something, make sure the thing is all ready. Not like you have not, the food is still on the fire, you're not finished preparing it, and then you're not telling them, come and join my group, I will give you. They will not join the group and say, Auntie Alpha, where is the thing you promised? And it's not there. That will not be nice. That will be kind of like cheating. So you need to make sure you are giving people what they crave, what they desire, and it's very irresistible, and it makes them stay. I also want to add that when designing your printables, which would be maybe your workbook or your PDF or whatever it is you are using as a lead magnet, at the end of it, always include a call to action. Now, what a call to action may be, for those of you that are coaches, it may be, okay, let us hop on Skype, let's hop on the phone to talk on how we can solve one problem. That one problem could either be, could be anything in your niche. For example, that is a health coach, it could be how you can take 3 inches off your waistline in 3 days. Or for Bimbo is a parenting coach, how to have more me time for yourself amidst all the chaos of motherhood. So you need to know that you will have to create something that is attractive to your ideal clients, using a pain point, using their own pain points, things they have headache, things where they worry them. That is what you will use to actually sell to them, not something fictitious, not something they've never heard of before, not something that is ambiguous. Now, next up is, okay, I spoke about this already, that you need to move them from Facebook group or wherever they are, other community, into your mailing list. You also need to know that you need to post original content. When I mean original content, I don't believe content generation is hard. I believe we all have our creative times. Like, there are times where we are more creative than the others. So what I tend to do is, when I'm more creative, like once sun starts shining, once it's 12 o'clock, it's as if my brain just goes to sleep. But from 12 midnight to 7 a.m., my brain is charging. So I tend to do my creative things. I know it's lots of brain work during the hours where I have more brain strength, if I call it that. So I don't bother myself during the day. I can sleep the whole day. I can Skype, I can be on the phone and everything. But I will not do anything that is too major. I have a typo on my vulnerable. I can't be bothered. Now, it's also very okay to be vulnerable, especially because we live in a world now that expects perfection. People want to be perfect. People want to fool themselves. A lot of people are Instagram filters, Snapchat filters. Everybody is trying to be that perfect girl with a perfect skin, with a pointed nose and fem bust and flabby arms, flabby everything. It's okay to be, but it's okay to actually have your hair scattered. It's okay to not be that perfect girl with a Snapchat or Instagram filter. When you are vulnerable, when you are original, people associate with you more. I made a post in 4 groups a few months ago where I was carrying my baby, and I said the struggle is real. Shout out to all the mothers in the house. I got way over 250 comments and way over 500 likes on that post. Why? It was early in the morning. I woke up, my baby woke up, and I had to walk and had to carry her. So I just snapped the selfie and I posted it. People associate with you based on your vulnerability. So people say, wow, she posts amazing stuff. She's a mother. She works this hard. I'd like to connect with her. Right? So you need to know that people will, you don't always have to wear makeup. You don't always have to be the girl with the perfect nails done. Her hair is always tidy. You will look too plastic, because guess what? I am not like that. And I'm sure all of you are also not like that. So don't try to be perfect. Try to be that person that I can relate with. Oh, I've been in your shoes. I totally know what it feels like to have a child that would not want you to work, and she doesn't want you to concentrate, and she's jumping all over you. It's okay to be that. I'm not perfect, and we're not in a perfect world. So when you are vulnerable, it gets people attracted to you a lot more than when you are plastic. Now, posting original content will also mean you create your own content and you share your unique knowledge to build credibility in your field. The truth is that in all of us, in our own niches, there's something we know that other persons does not know. Now, let me explain what that means. It's not as if there's something new you're going to invent. No, you are not Albert Einstein. But what that will mean is there's something about you. There's something that makes you think. Your why, the reason why you're doing it may be different from the reason why. And maybe you have 4 health coaches, for example. The reason why isn't is a phenomenal health coach. It's not the same reason Remy is a health coach. And it's not the same reason why what's not this lady now, Esther is a health coach. So there has to be something about you that makes you think. Right? Now, if that thing makes you think, it's just for you to brand it and sell it. And like one easy way you can actually do that is by crafting your story. Many of you have heard about the story of how I had my baby preterm in January last year, and that made me stay at home. And that made me figure out, look, there has to be a better way to do business. And pretty much that's how the whole of these whole online business thing came about, because I was at home. Like, I'm a very restless person. I don't like staying in one place. I like jumping from one place to the other, hustling for customers, looking for money. But I was stuck at home, and I had to figure out there has to be a better way to do business. I cannot keep living my life like this. And I was at home for 6 months. I did not step out of my door because my baby was preterm. She came at 7 months, and she was 1 kg at birth. She was really tiny. So I had to now figure out a way to actually make sure selling and marketing, make sure I can sell, I can make money from sitting at home, not burning myself out, and not going under the sun every damn day. Did it work for me? Yes. Am I the only sales and marketing coach in the world? No. Is there a reason why I'm doing mine, why someone else is doing theirs, and will there be a big difference? Yes, because we are not being driven by the same thing. If I don't have a preterm child, maybe I still will be hustling like an idiot. Maybe I wouldn't have an online business today. Maybe I'll probably even realize that I can actually stay at home and make 7 figures. But because I had a preterm child, I need to have a rearrangement of everything in my life, and it's working for me. So you need to understand that creating your original content does not necessarily mean that you always have to think about, okay, I want to write one epic Facebook post. No. Or do one epic Facebook live. No, it may just be sharing your story. It may just be, look, guess what happened today? I was out with a client, and I had a flat tire, and I literally had to take a bus home, and I pushed. People will connect with you because it's original stuff. It is real. It's something that can happen. So being an expert does not necessarily mean always writing very long Facebook posts. I'm not of that school of thought. It doesn't necessarily mean you always have to show up in your best behavior. I'm not of that school of thought either. It just means you need to be yourself. Be yourself. People will fall in love with you when you are yourself. Okay, somebody said it has to run. Yes, there will be a replay. Now we're actually almost running towards the end of this. Now there are 4 steps I'm covering. Now the third one is building a formidable KLT. Now, for building a formidable ALT, there's a formula I usually recommend. Visibility plus credibility equals profit. Visibility is your reach and your exposure, how people can find you, who knows you. People will never know you're a phenomenal sales coach, health coach, or parenting coach if you don't speak up. End of story. Now, even if you run Facebook adverts, you need to run Facebook adverts to something. It's either they're connecting with you on video, or they're connecting with you on Skype or something. You can't run a Facebook advert and tell people to pay you, because the truth is that nobody will pay you. So visibility is very, very important. So there's visibility on one side, there's credibility on the other side. Now, credibility is the impression you create. Is the impression people have about you. When people ask you, who is that baby girl? So I see her all over social media. She's posting here, she's posting there. Who is that babe? What do people say about you when you are not in the room? From the customer's perspective, what do they say about you? What impression do they have when they Google you? Are you Googleable? When they Google you, what comes out of your name? Do they see something else that is not the brand you're pushing on social media? Because for every interaction you have, for every Facebook Live you do, for every Instagram post you have, for everything you post, you are creating an impression in the head of your customer. You're having an opportunity to build your KLT. So you're either building it or you're destroying it. And that is why you should not get yourself involved in social media fights. That's a story for another day. All those pet peeves, all those nonsense gist on social media. Because by the time they Google you and that kind of thing comes up, well, you're your own. Now, what does your customer say about you? I think it was yesterday or a few days ago, I did a post on Facebook that tell me 3 things about me. And then I got really interesting information, which I kind of liked taking about, because I mean, I pretty much had lots of good things. Oh, she's this, she's that, and nobody said any big or bad thing. Even though I know that some people, they're not deceiving me, but it's okay, it's okay. But pretty much, what do people say about you when you're not in the room? And I actually did that deliberately because I like to know what people think about me. And it's just very okay because it shows where you are, the level of your customers, you know, and that's everything what marketing is about. Because before somebody will trust you enough to give you their money, there has to be a reason why. There has to be an element of trust before they will give you their money, especially on Facebook. Now let's dive a bit into Facebook ads. As I said, I talk a lot about Facebook on this particular webinar. Where Facebook is not the only way you can build KLT, it's not the only way you can attract clients, it's not the only way you can actually make 6 figures or get 7 new clients next week. However, it is one of the easiest way you can do it with a low ad budget or no ad budget at all. It is free. You don't even have to pay, and also you have access to lots and lots of people. You have access to lots and lots of people. You can create a strong following on Facebook. Why I'm telling you all of this, it's not because I read it in a book. I'm a classical example. I think we went over 500 in the group this week, and Ezine has, I don't know, about 800 people in a group. So majority of us have groups, and we know how the group has grown. You know, Ezine's group is actually barely 6 months. Ezine, can you remind me how many people are in your group again? Ezine, and then Bimbo has refused to share the link to her group with us. Bimbo, what's the strength of the people in your group and what's your group about? Can you share that with us, please? If you can share that with us, we'll be really glad. So as I said, Facebook is really key for creating strong brand awareness. It's you can have a cult-like following, people that know you, like you, trust you, and are freaking in love with you, that sees you as an expert, and they always want to turn to you whenever they have a challenge. Now, the thing about this type of people is once you have that strong, formidable trust, that they know you, like you, and trust you, you have a group filled up with your ideal clients waiting to buy from you. So another thing I want to talk about, even though it's not in this particular webinar, is you always need to be selling, because even though people don't like to buy, they like to be sold to. So when you have a group, at least once in a month, always pitch something to them. It may be a coaching call over Skype. It may be a hangout with 5 or 10 people in your group. It may be a webinar. It could be anything, but always pitch a sale to them, so that you are not just in the group and feeding people and not reaping the results, but also because you need to understand that people need to connect with you. And I tell you, if you don't have people paying you, your sales funnel is not working. Okay, it has 720 people in that group, which is really, really phenomenal. And because I knew when she started the group, I don't think our group is up to 4 months old. In fact, I'm beefing her. Yeah, group is about 4 months old. I'm beefing her because she actually, I think in 3 weeks, her group surpassed mine. I'm like, what are you using, Jazz? Like, seriously, what kind of jewelry is that? My own group is still 100 and something. Your own is like, her group went viral. But that is the good thing about targeting people, being very narrow on your niche. Now, I've never really been a community group person. It was like it was like July I started seriously building my group. And the minute I started focusing on my group, I let go of other groups. I left HPen, I left STEM B School, I left about 7 groups. So the only group you can see me active on now is either my group or Smart Become. And that was deliberate. I just said, you know what, my ideal clients are not here. I've built my credibility enough. People already know me, like me, and trust me. They already see me as an expert in the industry. So I'm not posting Kaka career again. I'm focusing on how to make money. I'm not focusing on building a community. I'm not focusing on building a group. I'm not focusing on posting in groups or people knowing Pademi. They already know Pademi. Now it's time for them to pay Pademi, right? So if you want to post in group, you need to know, are you posting to build authority or are you posting to get paid? Think about it. Now, next tip I want to talk about, do not sell. Let me tell you, now I'm a sales coach, right? So when I mean do not sell, I don't mean don't sell at all. No, you will sell. There's time to sell. However, people do not come to Facebook to buy. They come to Facebook to have fun, to connect with people, to learn the latest things going on in the world, to be inspired, to watch news, to be entertained, to watch videos and laugh. Now, even though it is tempting to sell, but we all know how really irritating we see when people just post us in a I don't know, one of these MLM ladder posts, or somebody just come and post in your group, come and attend this catering school, or come and enroll for this. I mean, it could be really irritating. Now, even though the product on its own is not bad, but it's the way the person is selling it that is bad. Because I don't believe any product is bad, be it Oriflame, be it Forever Living product. They all have their good side. They all have people that are using it and are benefiting from it and are making very serious money from selling it. So there's no bad product on its own. It's bad selling methods that we have. So Facebook is not a platform for selling. Facebook is not Shopify. If you want to sell, go to Shopify. But even though it is tempting to sell because there are lots of people and there are lots of people that are following you and everything, but it is very, very wrong. And you don't want people always doing that. That one is always selling, buy this or buy that one, special deal. For example, I'm going to pitch a sale on this webinar, but you did not see me say, okay, come and pay me for this program in the group. I didn't do that. And I probably would never do that. Why? Because I rather tell you, look, come to this webinar, let me teach you something. At the end of the webinar, I tell you, okay, I have a program. If you want to buy it, it's optional. So Facebook is not for selling. I want you to just think about it. If maybe you go for a wedding reception and you are dancing and happy and then you are grooving, and one of your friends say, guy, I won't even tell you, I work for this insurance company now, and I want to make you come, I get target for health insurance. Is that the right time to talk about that? Of course not. It would make sense if he tells you, oh, there's something I think I want to show to you that you may be interested in. Let me know when I can swing by the house and make you a presentation, right? That's just the way it is. So people are not on Facebook to buy. You're on Facebook for other reasons but buying. So even if you want to sell on Facebook, you need to be very strategic. And that's why most groups do not allow posts about selling, because the truth is that it's spammy. And people usually don't buy anyways. So they are not there on Facebook to buy. So do not be a spammer. Do not spam. Spamming is very, very bad. And people do it in Facebook a lot. There will be a replay. Saminu. So feel free to get back. I know you work a 9 to 5, and I don't want your boss, asking you to do frog jump or something silly. So do not sell on Facebook. I know somebody saying, how can I not sell? How can they me up? But I'm telling you categorically, people will not buy because one. Now, when I'm doing sell, I'm not saying don't sell people in your group, no. But don't be as if every day you're either selling peppers, you're selling tomato, or selling tatashi, or selling this, or selling that. Slow down on the whole selling thing. That's why it's important for you to actually have a monthly goal. Being a Super Moms Connect. Awesome. Not to worry. I think I'll join the group. I'm a super mom myself, so I'll join the group. So you need to be strategic about selling. Really, really strategic about selling. Now, the fourth point and the last one we'll talk about is how to convert prospects to ideal clients. Right? Remember, we started from, first of all, clarity, understanding who our ideal clients are. Then we now went into how to generate quality leads out of the pool of ideal clients. Then thirdly, we need to now talk about we now spoke about building a formidable KLT factor amidst our ideal clients. Now, fourthly, we'll be talking about converting prospects to converting prospects to clients that will pay you. Now, let's dig a bit deep about it. What else can you do apart from selling? You can have conversations, you could establish connections, you could share valuable information, educate, inspire, motivate, and entertain. And pretty much that is what I do. So majority of you that followed me, it's not because I ever sold you something. If I posted a group in maybe Smart Pickup or HPen and said, come and learn how to do sales, I have a sales training for 5K, will you pay for it? No, but like, who's that? Who's this person? Who knows her? Where did she come from? Did she fall from the moon or did she grow from the ground? But I educated you, had a conversation with you. When you crack a joke, I'll laugh. When you post, I'll comment, I'll like. So you need to connect, share valuable information, entertain people, then you can now build your following. And that is the easiest way to convert prospects into clients. There are a lot of things you could do. Okay, so this is the example that I gave for Bimbo. If, for example, if you're a parenting coach, instead of saying, I have a program for sale that will help you be a better parent, buy it now. Now, that sounds very spammy, very, very spammy. Instead, what you could say is, you could post an open-ended question. What is one thing you wish your kid would stop doing? The parents will say, I wish my child watches too much TV. Jesus. Or my child is always in her room. She doesn't connect with me. I need a better relationship with her. Or my child does this, or my child does that. Exactly. Thank you very much. Isn't it said, not only will they not buy, they also stop liking your post. And you lose Facebook, you lose on Facebook algorithm, of which I don't even know what that is, but I mean, it sounds good. Algorithm, I always hear it though. So connect with people, ask open-ended question. Now, from the comment in that question, you can now decide to follow up on each of the customers. Tell them, I have something that I think will benefit you, that can actually help you create a better relationship with your child, or make your child watch less TV, or make your child, whatever it is, the exact words they use that exact words to sell to them. Or you tell them, I have a free webinar coming up that will address this exact issue you just spoke about. So you see, you're still promoting yourself, but you're not doing it in a spammy way. You are engaging first. You are giving. You are having a discussion. You're having a more conversational manner, and you have not told them anything about buying anything. So instead of selling, you are promoting, right? Don't sell. Don't think about selling. Think about promoting. It's not as if it's a bad thing to sell, but there's more strategic ways to go about it. Now, another thing you need to do is, another secret to Facebook success is to show up and engage. You need to post content that are interesting. You need to know every time business. Oh, nothing else, no fun, no nothing. It's. I mean, life is short. Life is beautiful. You should make people laugh. People should say, okay, that babe, she's funny, she's cool, she's smart, she's savvy. When people start saying things like that about you, you know you are doing well. And guess what? These things are not hard. It's not, I mean, none of us were born with these qualities. None of us we literally had to take it upon ourselves to make sure, because it's a good selling point, you need to learn it. So don't give yourself excuse, I can't do this, I can't do. No, you can. If I can do it, you can do it too. Because I said I don't have two heads, and I have not always been like this. I made a conscious decision to show up and engage with people and connect more. And then, as I said, I started my business coaching officially online January this year, and it's been phenomenal. So you also need to be consistent, because you cannot post today and not post another 5 days and expect people to know you, like you, and trust you. My sister, my brother, it no go work. Consistency means showing up every day at the same time for as long as you're not an expert, until you become an expert. When people think, who is the top sales coach in the industry, I want Padebe Ojomo to come to their mind. Who is the first parenting coach you can think of? Bimbo Olasokwe should come to their mind. Who is the first health and fitness expert you can recommend? Ezinne will come to their mind. Now, let me take a pause here and reiterate. Ezinne, the health and fitness coach, but she doesn't work with men. She doesn't work with all women. She works with women that are mothers and have had babies and have flabby stomach. You can see how narrow her niche is. So if a man now that wants to maybe have 6 packs come and meet her, she cannot sell to you. She cannot, I mean, she does not understand your pain point because she's not there. She has not dug into it. So you need to understand that even with recommendation, you need to narrow down your recommendation so that you are an expert in what you do. And the narrower your niche, the richer you will become. Ezinne is a classic example. She is a dawn. Like, when it comes to that, she's in. I told her I'm beefing her bank balance because I pretty much know how much it makes every month. And it didn't just happen. She was strategic, she was deliberate, she did everything she did, and you work your ass off. I tell people, when you want to start up your business, especially online, you consistently give it 6 months of grinding, 6 months of sleepless nights, 6 months of everything. And after the 6 months, you can go to sleep. You can put your business on autopilot and just fold your hands and watch it happen. Tested and trusted. I didn't read this from a book. I something that I've tried, tested and trusted, and it worked. And that is part of what I teach people that actually work with me. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Of course not. It will not be easy. But will it be worth it? Absolutely. It will be so worth it. Now, for those of you that are still live, I promised I was going to give you something. I have these forms of, I call them coaching agreement forms that I'll be sharing with you. Welcome letters, payment agreements, and everything. So I will be posting the link very soon. If I don't post the link at the end of the webinar, I will send it to you. So if you are live and you're not engaging, I can't know you are live. I can see how many people are live, but I can't really see how many of them are live. So I will be sharing that with you towards the end of the webinar. Now, let me ask, who would like to get more clients, sell more, make more money, and get more customers that she can handle? Now, I want you to think about it. Is it possible to be a client attraction magnet? Yes. Yes. It's very, very possible. People are doing it. And you can too. So now, to do this successfully, pretty much you have two options. You can leave this trading and do absolutely nothing about it. Just go back to your regular lives, watching TV, Africa Magic, Zworld, and the rest of it. Or you can actually put into practice everything you have learned and start generating clients like crazy. Now, we still have a lot of areas to cover. We still have talking about sales funnels design. We're talking about ID client research, designing landing pages that converts, nurturing the people in your tribe, creating a strong referral system, mastering the act of selling, handling sales objection, because sales objection are real. You set up a very nice landing page and sales page, somebody comes and tell you, sorry, I have to consult my husband first. And then that's where the thing will stay until the person disappears. How do you handle sales when people say no? Or when people say maybe? What do you say when they say come tomorrow? These are what sales objections are. Now, the truth is, I cannot teach you all of these in a day. Even though I'd love to go on and on, it's over an hour, and some people are already telling me it's time to go, it's time to go. So I would like to talk to you about the workshop I just launched. It's called Business Made Easy. It's a 4-week coaching program to radically increase your sales and profits. Now, this will work for you if you have a business. If you do not have a business, this coaching program will not work for you. But now, what is Business Made Easy? Business Made Easy is a step-by-step formula that is guaranteed to turn you into a client-generating machine at the end of the 4 weeks. Now, at the end of 4 weeks, you are guaranteed to have a consistent flow of clients. As you remember that illustration I gave of somebody's coming somewhere, it's going to work, and then you stop the person in your track and make them go back, you will be positioned as that kind of authority that can literally teach people how to navigate, when to navigate, and where to turn to. Now, don't take my word for it. Let us see what some people have said about this. I'm trying to rush through these because time is of the essence. Princess Sanusi started a skincare business about a few months ago, but just pretty much from home. She lives in Warri. She doesn't even live in Lagos. And then for this, but she actually just posted this Monday, and she product are selling at a very fast pace without branding. Like her container doesn't have brands, and she's selling. How did she do this? From client attraction strategies that she learned. Now, Ngozi does network marketing business, and then from the visibility challenge, she was able to make some sales this week alone. Now, Kafila makes amazing pap. I call it designer pap. You should, if you haven't tasted a pap, you should. Her pap tastes like yogurt, as in I've never seen something that's phenomenal. And she also works from home, but she was able to move closer to her dream. She was able to get out of her comfort zone, get out of her own way, and then get some very serious results. Now, if you could accomplish this in 7 days, I want you to think about what you could accomplish at the end of our 30 days together. It's going to be amazing, because I really would love to help revolutionize your business, change everything, take it out of where it is now and move it to a wonderful destination where you can consistently generate and attract more traffic. Now, what is covered in the Business Made Easy? The first week, we're going to go over Ideal Clients Compass. Ideal Clients Compass is for you to look, it's like an ideal client locator. Figure out where exactly your ideal clients are, what is making them stick, what is making them sick, and how can you position yourself as a solution. Week 2, we go into a read magnet. What are your ideal clients reading, and how can you get them to read your stuff? Trust me, week 2 is it's I can't even begin to describe it. Then week 3 is lead magnets and opt-ins. We probably already know what a lead magnet is. Well, how do you get a lead magnet that converts? How do you create a lead magnet that attracts? How do you get a lead magnet that can actually get you paid? That is what week 3 is going to cover. And then also in week 3, we also cover upselling, downselling, and cross-selling, because usually it's from a lead magnet and opt-in that you can get to do all of this for those of you that are online. Now, before we go over how to nurture with newsletters, now there is a word of caution. As I said before, this is not for everybody. First of all, you must have a business. Secondly, you would want to show up every day to do the work. You would want to get very radical results and get paid fast. Not for those people that say, oh, I'm sorry, never took my lights. Oh, I'm sorry. There'll always be excuses, but there will not always be opportunities. So this is strictly for that woman that does not want to give excuses, but want to take opportunities. Now, you may be asking, okay, what's involved? How much is this program? How much am I going to be paid? Now, the total value of the program is, you're going to be getting video courses, one-on-one support from me. Now, for those of you that already know, my one-on-one coaching is 350,000, and then if you want to pay me one-off, it's also quite pricey. Now, live calls, you have recording of the live calls, you have worksheets, you have toolkits, and there will be a community of women waiting to support you. And the total value of this program is 730,000. But will I be asking you to pay 730,000? No. The cost is actually 120,000. Now, but because you guys are here live with me, I'm adding an extra discount of 70,000 to make it 50,000. So the cost itself is actually 50,000, but there is an early bird discount. Because I'm just very nice, and you guys are very amazing yourself. So I'm giving you a lot more discount, which expires in 72 hours, which I think in 72 hours is about 3 days, if I'm not mistaken, at 35,000 naira. So if you actually enroll in the program between now and 3 days, will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Between now and Monday, you get to pay just 35,000 naira. And I'll also set up your marketing funnel for you. Now, marketing funnel is 250,000 naira. That is the value of a marketing funnel. So, and it's just for 20 people. I'm not taking more than 20 people because I said I want to work with you to revolutionize your business. And I will not be able to do this if I take so many people, I won't be able to work with you at the level I want to. And that's it for it. Now, I want you to think about where you want your business to be in 5 months, rather 6 months. Do you want your business? How much do you want your business to start bringing in? Do you want your business to stay the way it is now? Okay, no clients today, no money today, story tomorrow. Or do you want to have that great change? Do you want to go higher? Do you want to aspire to be something bigger? Do you want your business to be able to fund itself, pay for your little luxuries, be phenomenal? If yes, then you may want to invest in this program. Because I said, it's guaranteed to revolutionize your business. Now, if you want to know more about the benefits of the program and how to pay, you just need to go to my website, www.coachbypadebi.com/join. That is all you need to do. www.coachbypadebi.com/join. Now, if you have any questions, I'm going to hang up for a few more minutes. Then at the end of maybe 5 minutes, I'm going to log out because I know you guys, I need to get back to your very, very busy lives. Now, we have a lot more testimonials coming in for people that just finished the visibility challenge, which was 7 days. Today is actually the 7th day, and it was really, really phenomenal. I mean, there are some people that I'm so proud of what they were able to accomplish. So, and then but you really want to know more, you can actually just go to the website, www.coachbypadebi.com/join. So do you have any question? I'll be taking your questions now. For those of you that are live and I know I owe you a gift, I will send a gift to you. I'm gonna just send the link after the webinar. You can just send me a PM. I will send the link of the gift to you for showing up live and for being so freaking amazing. Do you have any questions? I'm trying to, okay, I lost my chart, so I can't see the chart. Sorry, I lost my chart, so I'm actually trying to reconnect back into the charts. So I'll see if there are any questions. Okay, doesn't look like there is any question here. Okay, so as I said, if you want to join the training, it's coachedbypadeby.com/join, and the replay will be up for another 24 hours for those of you that would like to join. If you have any question, you can actually just, comment in the group or tag me or send me a PM, and then we'll get it up from there. It was nice hanging out with you guys. Thank you very, very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening, and do have a very splendid weekend ahead. Bye for now.